All right. Word is Lanier National Speedway has been sold. We wanted to bring in Brandon Reed, our racing guru, editor for Raceweek Illustrated, to talk a little bit about this. Brandon, what's the future of Lanier National Speedway, or at least what's your opinion on the future of it?
The actual future, we really won't know, Katie, until we know who has purchased it and essentially what their plans are. But it looks kind of murky, to be honest, because as what we now know as former owner Donnie Clack stated on Facebook, there's no racing in the plans at this time. That was his statement when asked on Facebook. And to go out and look at the track, it sat dormant for the last 3 years. It's really not in the best of shape. I think it would take a lot of money to get it back into fighting trim, and I really just think that, unfortunately, it's my belief. I don't think we'll see racing there again. I'm hoping that I'm proven wrong. We don't need to lose another racetrack, certainly not another asphalt racetrack, which there are so few of left now in the state of Georgia. And this has been such a venerable speedway for the last 30 years. But it's going to take a lot of hard work to get it back in racing form.
Brandon, you're ingrained in the racing culture in North Georgia as a whole. Has there been any talk, has there been any interest in racing again at Lanier National Speedway? Oh,
absolutely. Absolutely. The fans would like to see it. The drivers would like to see it, and the other tracks would like to see it. It would help. Just up the road is Gresham Motorsports Park, and they've just announced a 21 race schedule, and they would love to have another track in the area running to help cultivate the local racing scene. Over the last 3 years, the local asphalt racing scene has absolutely died. Drivers don't have a place to go and race on a weekly basis. Last year, Gresham ran only 3 events. That's not enough for these local drivers to justify putting the money into their programs to go race. So there's a lot of asphalt cars sitting in shops and sitting in barns waiting to be pulled out, dusted off, and raced. So there's certainly interest in getting, from that standpoint, of getting Lanier back up and running.
We got about 2 minutes left. Brandon, 30-year history Lanier National Speedway has. Can you see somebody stepping up to the plate, taking over ownership of this track, putting the money in to rebuild it, as it were, and get racing started again?
Anything is possible. If you had told me when Jim Gresham and his family bought the old Peach State Speedway that they were going to come in and take a 1960s era track and turn it into a state-of-the-art 21st century facility, I would have said you were crazy. But they did it, and they made it work. Somebody could do the same thing with Lanier, but the question is, do they have the passion to come in and spend the money to do the job right?
Well, I certainly hope that someone does step up to the plate that has the passion for racing that you do and gets this thing reopened. I'm sure it could be viable for the economics in our area as well. Brandon Reed, always great talking to you, folks. He's the editor of Raceweek Illustrated. You can find it on the interwebs at that name and then add a .com. Also on Twitter at RW Illustrated. Thanks so much, Brandon.
Thanks, Katie B. See you soon.